Fundora don't fight me, after this, I'm WBO and WBA champion. If he do fight me, then that's 3 belts on the line. There's only one more to capture. So, potentially 3 fights, that's undisputed.
And this is a big one going up against Madrimov. When you've watched him some on film, what do you see? What kind of opponent is going to be in front of you on August 3rd?
Well, I don't know. I never like to, guess what's going to be in front of me. We know he can punch. We know he can move. We know he like to put his hands down and be elusive. He got good footwork. So I don't know, but we're going to be prepared for whatever he brings to the table. We're going to train like we always do, and that's, hell in the cell. But, he's going to do the same because we got a good relationship with his coaches, and we know they're going to prepare him to the best of his ability that they can prepare him for. And come fight night, it's going to all explode.
So we just talked about Shakur Stevenson. So his mentor, his big dog, Terence Crawford, has a fight coming up. He's fighting Israil Madrimov, I believe is his name, who is the WBA champion at 154. Big fight coming up August 3rd. So I got a couple thoughts about it. Madrimov has considerably less experience than Terence Crawford. To me, even though it's for a belt, even though Terence Crawford is moving up in weight, I think this is a tune-up fight. And I think this is a good opportunity for Terence Crawford to kill 3 birds with 1 stone, right? 1, to test out his ability and how his power, speed, footwork, and everything translates carrying the heavier weight in the ring. 2, get a belt in his first fight at 154, which he's going to do without a doubt. And 3, prepare for the rematch and what we all want to see in Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Some people don't want to see it. Dove says he doesn't want to see it. But
I don't want to see it now. I don't say
okay, so you do want to see it.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. But if I were Crawford, I may not take the fight. But we'll get to that eventually. We'll talk about that down the road.
So, I think he has that opportunity to kill 3 birds with 1 stone, and he's going to do all 3. He's going to get the belt. He's going to see how he feels at the weight. How his movement. I think a late knockout is what we see. Probably around the 9th or 10th round, a stoppage is what we see in this fight. And again, I think it builds the momentum for this rematch with Errol Spence, who's also at 154 now, and who presumably will be fighting Fundora for the WBC title later in the fall. And so hopefully we get that rematch. I know Crawford has kind of been throwing out there he wants the Canelo fight. I don't really see how that happens because Canelo is consistently fighting at 168. I think he still holds the belt at 160, however. But I don't think there's any way with Crawford just moving to 154 that there's a catch weight, I don't know, maybe 163 something that they could meet at. I don't see that happening, and I don't know why Canelo would do that. I think there's no way that Crawford beats Canelo, in my opinion, even in his older age. Canelo's not that much older than you and I, Doug, but I was just arguing with some guys in the comments on Instagram, which I hate to do, but every now and then you gotta tell these young guys. They're talking about Canelo ducking and dodging. I'm like, Canelo's fought 65 times, and this guy's not even 40 years old. And they're comparing him to Floyd Mayweather, who only fought 49 times. I'm not counting the Conor McGregor win as a true win. He fought 49 times. He's already fought 65 times. I wouldn't be mad at Canelo if he just went ahead and retired at this point. Like, how many more times are you going to put your health, your life at risk in the ring? 65 times is crazy. All right? This ain't 1940. So I know Crawford wants that. I don't think Canelo needs to do it. He's going to beat Crawford because, again, he's not coming back down to 154 to fight him. So those are just my thoughts. What are your thoughts on the fight, Doug?
I won't add much. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. I will say that Crawford, that's who I'm referring to, will knock out Madrimov in the later rounds, probably around round 7. He'll knock him out. But to your point, I think this is a good tune-up fight for him, fighting at a heavier weight class at 154, understanding how it feels, the type of punches you're going to get from people that are accustomedly heavier than your other opponents that you fight at the lower weight class. So I think it's going to be a good tune-up fight. And I think he needs one more fight as a tune-up to prepare himself for that Spence rematch, and then possibly Canelo down the road. But I don't foresee that happening. But the Spence fight will happen. I just think that Crawford needs about a fight or two under his belt at 154 to go ahead and take that on, because that would be a blockbuster fight again. Pay-per-view numbers would be out the charts, all that good stuff. So who's going to turn down that money? Not those guys. So
Do you
that's
feel
my
like?
take.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, that's my take. I don't have any more to add to
Do
what
you
you
feel
had.
like that next fight after this fight, we get maybe Charlo Crawford? I would like to see it personally. I would like to see
I think
Charlo.
fight at 154 with somebody that's not really, you know what I'm saying, one more fight, and then you'll start seeing those big names pop up.
Yeah, yeah. I would love to see Madrimov, then Charlo, whichever Charlo is ready to get in the ring at that point in time. I'm guessing we would be talking about, February, May, something like that. I mean August. So yeah, probably like February. I'm guessing we'd be talking about. So I would love to see whichever Charlo is ready um, to come in and um, fight him next, and then that Spence fight next fall. I think would be the love that would give Spence time to adjust to the weight. Presumably he beats Fundora. Fundora's like 6'9", so that, I mean, he got an uphill battle to take that WBC belt. Just a reach size advantage that Fundora has, but I think a healthy Spence will break his body down and get that win. So I don't know. We got a lot to look forward to at 154.